Assalamu alaikum. The question is, who enters paradise? Of course, the answer, according to the Quran, is very straightforward. The answer is whoever wants to. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala in Surah Al-Isra tells us very clearly, وَمَنْ أَرَادَ الْآخِرَةَ وَسَعَى لَهَا سَعْيَهَا وَهُوَ مُؤْمِنٌ فَأُولَٰئِكَ كَانَ سَعْيُهُمْ مَشْكُورًا. Whoever seeks the good eternal life and performs its dues while a believer, a sincere believer, the deeds of such people shall be fairly rewarded. Now, the question of who enters paradise, or even the existence of paradise, is a question that is part of what is imperceptible to us in this life. And therefore, in Arabic, this is called al-ghayb. And therefore, anything from al-ghayb, the imperceptible, we only know about it through what Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala teaches us. In other words, the decision about what happens on the Day of Judgment and who enters paradise belongs exclusively to Allah. And therefore, we don't dare say anything other than based on the source, which is the word of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, which is the Quran itself. And thus, let me read from the Quran, because I don't want to interject any of my opinions, any of my wishes. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala in Surah Al-Baqarah gives us a little bit more specific. وَقَالُوا لَنْ يَدْخُلَ الْجَنَّةَ إِلَّا مَنْ كَانَ هُودًا أَوْ نَصَارًا تِلْكَ أَمَانِيُّهُمْ قُلْ هَاتُوا بُرْهَانَكُمْ إِن كُنتُمْ صَادِقِينَ بلى من أسلم وجهه لله وهو محسن فله أجره عند ربه ولا خوف عليهم ولا هم يحزنون. It's a little long, but let me translate it. And they said, this is Surah Al-Baqarah, of course, number 112. And they said, only Jews or Christians shall enter paradise. Of course, this is a refutation of what the Jews and the Christians claim. But as we shall see, it's not just about the Jews and the Christians. And they said, only Jews or Christians shall enter paradise. Such is their unfounded wishes. Say, bring forth your proof if you are truthful. Indeed, whoever submits fully to Allah while seeking to improve himself, such people shall receive their reward from their Lord and shall not suffer fear nor sadness. So that the idea is that it is not up to the wishes of people. It's not by the labels that we enter paradise. This concept is also confirmed in another verse in Surah An-Nisa. And this time it's addressing those who read the Quran itself. And please pay attention. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. Surah An-Nisa 124. ليس بأمانيكم ولا أماني أهل الكتاب من يعمل سوءا يجزى به ولا يجد له من دون الله وليا ولا نصيرا ومن يعمل من الصالحات من ذكر أو أنثى وهو مؤمن فأولئك يدخلون الجنة ولا يظلمون نقيرا. It is not up to your wishes nor the wishes of people of earlier scriptures. Whoever causes harm, and harm is defined in a very broad way here. Whoever causes harm shall be dealt with accordingly and shall not find a protector besides Allah. And whoever does good, whether a male or a female, while truly believing, such people shall enter paradise and shall not be oppressed in the least. In another verse, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala in the Quran tells us a lot more and makes it a lot broader definition of who enters paradise and ensures that we understand paradise is not done or is not granted according to labels. Listen to this verse from Surah Al-Baqarah, number 62. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, إِنَّ الَّذِينَ آمَنُوا وَالَّذِينَ هَادُوا وَالنَّصَارَى وَالصَّابِئِينَ مَنْ آمَنَ بِاللَّهِ وَالْيَوْمِ الْآخِرِ وَعَمِلَ صَالِحًا فَلَهُمْ أَجْرُهُمْ عِنْدَ رَبِّهِمْ وَلَا خَوْفٌ عَلَيْهِمْ وَلَا هُمْ يَحْزَنُونَ. Those who believe in Allah and those who follow the original teachings of Musa and those who follow the original teachings of Isa and the ones who follow the truth of other faith whatever their labels are. Whoever believe in Allah, this is number one, and the day after, meaning the day of judgment, and performs the good deeds required to get to paradise. Those three conditions. Such people shall receive their reward from their Lord and shall not suffer fear nor sadness. Notice that this verse, number 62 from Surah Al-Baqarah, is very broad. It is not by labels. It is by belief, an actual conviction, and the actual deeds in accordance with your belief and convictions. In Surah Az-Zumar, another verse that confirms the same concept, but this time it's addressing those who may have felt a little bit disheartened about what they've done in the past. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is telling all of us to think about our future, not just about what we have done in the past. In other words, paradise is always available. Or as we say, you can always make a U-turn and change the way you've conducted your life and start heading to paradise. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala gives us a very beautiful promise in Surah Az-Zumar, number 53. قُلْ يَا عِبَادِيَ الَّذِينَ أَسْرَفُوا عَلَىٰ أَنفُسِهِمْ لَا تَقْنَطُوا مِنْ رَحْمَةِ اللَّهِ إِنَّ اللَّهَ يَغْفِرُ الذُّنُوبَ جَمِيعًا إِنَّهُ هُوَ الْغَفُورُ الرَّحِيمُ. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, say in my name to my human creatures who have committed excesses against themselves. This is a polite way from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to describe those who may have committed some major mistakes. Say, do not despair of Allah's mercy. Allah indeed can help remediate all possible sins. Indeed, He is the most forgiving, the most merciful. So as you see, the Quran is very clear. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala makes sure for us to understand that the paradise is wide open to anybody who truly wants. Thank you for watching.